Hi, I'm Brett St. Clair, and welcome to another edition of Concord Main Street Projects, the Main Street Minute. With me again today is City Engineer Ed Roberge. And Ed, can you bring us up to date on what's going on with the project?
Yeah, sure. Things are going on really well. Here we are, the second week of September. We've got a couple of months to go, so we call it our finish line right now. Most of the major excavation work is completed at this point, so we're really focusing right now on completion of the streetscape elements. There's two major operations that are going on, though, Brett. We got our streetscape work and then our underground utility work, which is a major, that in and of itself is a major coordination effort underway.
The underground utility work has added a whole new dimension of activity to the project this year. And we're standing right now at the corner of Hills Ave and South Main Street. But as we stand here on this corner, we can take a look at this utility pole, which my understanding is going away as we underground the utilities here on South Main Street. And I think people often don't understand that on every utility pole there's a certain order of the lines that are there. And I'm wondering, could you kind of take us through that order and explain what's going on up there?
Well, I guess as we look at this handsome pole right here, that's really what the target of this project is all about. And there is a major sequencing effort that goes underway when you're looking at either relocating aerial lines or taking those aerial lines and put them underground. You can see in the background, that's the terminus point on Hills Avenue, where the utilities are coming to a location pole on that new pole and everything is dropping underneath. So as you talked about this sequence, generally you see the top lines on a utility pole are power, and then it goes down to, like, for example, a fire alarm. That's the city municipal system. There's telecommunications, both public, in this case Comcast in our neighborhood, and then these private telecommunications companies, and those could be, we're working with a company called NextGen as well as Waveguide. And then the bottom strands are generally our telephone facilities, which in this case is Fairpoint. So all of this coordination effort is underway. It's been going underway since the City Council decided in April that we would include undergrounding of utilities in the South Main Street work area in this project. So hats off to them. It's our team, the utilities team, that we're really working really closely to accomplish what we need to accomplish here.
Okay, thanks, Ed. And my understanding is that there are 6 utility companies that are involved down here. So we've seen excavation being done to place basically plastic pipe, which is called conduit, underneath the sidewalk areas. And so what we're going to see now over the next few weeks till the end of the project is these utility companies beginning to pull new wire and cable through this plastic piping, make the connections in these huge underground vaults that we've seen in other editions of the Main Street Minute. And then eventually the power will be switched over, the services switched over to the businesses, and these handsome utility poles are going to go away, right?
Exactly. You summarized it very, very well. Yes, all of that in that sequential order, coordinating with the property owners in terms of utility service changeover. There are some outages, so we plan that usually either early morning or overnight, depending on if it's a business or a residence. But there's a lot of coordination, a lot of discussion, a lot of advanced planning, but it goes right in that kind of systematic order.
And so, again, this is a construction project, but in a sense, it's kind of like conducting a symphony. A lot of organizations and work has to be done, and it all has to be basically orchestrated very smoothly so it all comes out right.
That is correct, yes.
All right. For Ed Roberge and the Concord Main Street Project, I'm Brett St. Clair. Thanks for your patience, Concord. It's all going to be worth it.